Dear students, welcome back to the session. So till now we have discussed the K-map in SOP form, sum of products form. Now we are going to discuss the same K-map in the POS form solvation. So what is POS form? It is nothing but product of sum. So when we are discuss the POS form, the ways of representing a POS, when we have discussed the Boolean expression form, so in the first session of this unit 2 we have discussed the SOP and POS forms of a Boolean expression. So we can represent a Boolean expression either in SOP form or POS form, and there are so many ways of representing a given expression in POS form, that is in a minimal POS form, also with truth table, and we can represent it as standard canonical form, or otherwise you can represent with a decimal coded function. So we'll recap all the four combination of POS and the representation in K-map here. So we'll first discuss the POS form of a three variable function. So we'll first take a three variable function, that is f of variables a, b, c. We'll take the variables as a, b, c. Now we'll first represent with the truth table. So when we are representing with the truth table contains the variables and its input possible combinations, and output of function f. So we know that when there are n variable and input variables are there, the input possible combinations are 2 power n. So here there are three variables, so 2 power 3, that is 8 possible combinations are available here. So what are the possible combinations? 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, 1 1 1. These are our 8 possible input combinations. Now we'll represent in max term form. So what it represents in the decimal form? 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and these can be represented in a max term form as big M suffix I. I is nothing but this decimal code of the binary equivalent, that is M0 here, M0, M1, M2, M3, and so on up to M7. And this is my output function. Let's say my function f is product of min terms 0 5 6 7. So how I will represent? I will represent these combination, the output as 0. So this will represent my function here. So what are the max terms? 0 5 6 7, right? So for 0 combination, my output is represented with 0. My output is represented with 0. And 5 6 7, 5 6 7, these also represented with 0. And the rest of the terms will be having output as 1. Unlike in POS form, in SOP form, in POS form what we are doing? We are representing the presented terms in the function, the presented max terms in the function as zeros. and the rest of the max terms as 1s. So this is our truth table form of representing a Boolean expression. This is our truth table form. What is the standard canonical form? So this is nothing but we can able to represent in a variables, number of variables or literals. So in the standard form, every term, every max term contains all the literals here, all the variables either in a complemented or uncomplemented form. So here from here what we can represent, it is a max term M0, M5, M6, M7, right? So M0 is nothing but this combination 0, 0, 0. So this is our max term M0. So I can write that in standard canonical form like this: A plus B plus C. Here in piecewise form, 0 represents uncomplemented form, and 1 represents complemented. And when we are writing max term, we should summate the variables, okay? And when it is coming to M5, M5 is 1, 0, 1. So 1 is a complemented, so A bar plus B plus C bar dot M6 1, 1, 0. So A bar plus B bar plus C, okay, dot M7 A, B, C, which are in complemented form because A, B, C are ones here. So A bar plus B bar plus C bar. This is our standard or canonical form representation of a given function in POS form. Now we have seen these two, and this DCF is decimal coded function is nothing but this form. So either our given function can be in these three ways, and we should reduce it to the minimal POS form. In minimal POS form, it is a reduced expression of POS form, standard POS form, which will not in which every term is need not to contain all the literals or all the variables. We will see how we represent a POS form in a K-map, and then we will go to the examples. As we discussed in the SOP form 3-variable K-map, we also represent this POS form of a Boolean expression in 3-variable K-map. So we will first represent the each max term, how we can represent in each cell. So 3-variable K-map contains 8 cells because the input combinations are 2 power 3, that is 8. So we will be having 8 cells for 8 different combinations of variables A, B, C. Here the combinations are 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So if you can see the input combinations of each cell, here A, B, C are 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, sorry, it is 0, 1. So the cell is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is the representation of each possible input combination. So we have represented these input combinations, possible input combination inside the cell. Now we will represent in terms of max term. So this is M0, M1, 0, 1, 1. This is M3, 0, 1, 0, M2, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, it is M4, 1, 0, 1, M5, 1 1 1, that is M7, 1 1 0, 1 1 0, it is M6. And if you write in a variable form, so how can we write? 3 zeros. 3 zeros means 0 represent uncomplemented form of a variable. So here we can write A, because A is 0 here, and B, and C is also 0 here, C. And as we represent it is a max term combination, we should summate it. So it is nothing but this max term represents A plus B plus C. The next max term M1, so this is nothing but A plus B plus C is in one form, so C complemented. In the next one, 0 1 1, so A is 0 here, means uncomplemented, and B, C are 1, means complemented. B bar plus C bar. The next one, A plus B bar plus C. The same way 1 1 0 means A is in complemented form plus B, C are uncomplemented forms. And M5, that is 1 0 1. A is complemented, A is 1 here because that's why it is complemented. B is 0, so uncomplemented, and C is 1, so C is complemented. And next one 1 1 1. So all are ones means all are complemented and summated. A bar plus B bar plus C bar. And M6, that is 1 1 0 means A bar plus B bar and C is 0 means uncomplemented. This is our max term representation of a 3 variable K-map in PYS form. Now in this we should follow the same procedure as we followed for SOP form. So what is the procedure? We should, the first thing what we should do, according to the given function, we should draw a K-map, means according to the variables in the given function. If it is a 3 variable function, then we should write 3 variable K-map. If it is a 4 variable function, we should represent with 4 variable K-map. And then the next thing, in the function we are having some max term combination. The corresponding max terms should be represented with zeros here. The max terms which are presented in the given function should be represented with zeros in the corresponding cell. The max terms in the given function should be represented with zeros in the given K variable, K-map function. And the next one, we should check for grouping. Check for grouping. So in this grouping, we should first check for alone ones, and then we should check for pairs, and then we should check for quads and octets, and then octets. So we should follow this priority. So while checking for the grouping, we should check for alone ones first, and then pairs, and then quads and octets. And at last, you should read out the minimal PYS form or minimal max terms from the given K-map, and then you should write in PYS form. Read out the K-map reduced expression. This is our procedure while minimizing a given expression in the K-map in PYS form. Okay. The one thing which is changed is, in SOP form we have put the min terms which are presented in the function as 1 in the K variable map. But in PYS form, the given max terms in the function we should represent with zeros here. Okay. So here while checking the grouping, you should check for alone zeros here, and then pair of zeros pair of and then group of quads and group of octets. We should check in the manner for grouping of zeros, not ones, in the POS form. So we next we'll solve an example on this 3 variable K map, and then we'll move on to the 4 variable K map, and we'll reduce given expression in 4 variable form also. The given expression is the product of max terms 0, 3, 5, 6, 7. So we should reduce this function to its minimal form. So this is a product form, that is nothing but POS form. So we should reduce this by using K map, and it is a 3 variable K map. We should take a 3 variable K map. So the 3 variables are A, B, C. Let's take the 3 variables are A, B, C. So A can be 0 or 1, and B, C combinations are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Okay, this is our B, C combinations. So what is the min-term representation? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is our max term representation. Now we should represent our given max terms in the K map with zeros. Don't confuse between SOP and POS. So in POS form, we should represent the given max terms in the function with zeros. So what are the zeros here? 0, 3, 5, 0, 3 and 5, 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Now in the procedure we have followed the second step. In third step, what is our third step? We should check for grouping of zeros. So in the grouping, we first check for alone zeros, after that pair of zeros, after that quads and octets. So when we are looking for alone zeros, this is looking as alone, right? So this is not adjacent to any other zeros here, right? So you can take it as one group here. So this is our first prime implicant. Okay, and in these in this 4 combination, you can take this 3 and 7 as adjacent to each other. So this forms a group 1, second group, and this fifth zero is adjacent to the 7th cell 0. These 2 cells are adjacent to each other. So this forms a group, third group, and the leftover 0 is here in 6th cell, and this 6th cell is adjacent to 7th cell again. So this forms another group, that is 4th one. So our function f is a product of 1, 2, 3 and 4. See, in SOP form reduction, we wrote the reduced form is a prime implicant summation, right? Because we reduced it in SOP form. But in POS form, it is the product of sums. That's why we should product the prime implicants here. So what is our first prime implicant? This is this M0. Directly we should write the M0 because it is not grouped with any other zeros. So what is M0? It is the A, B0, BC as 0, 0, 0. So it is the combination of A plus B plus C. 0, 0, 0. So A plus B plus C. In the second grouping, that is grouping of 3 and 7 cells, A is changed from 0 to 1. So we should not take this changed form, and B, C are unchanged in one form, right? B, C are unchanged in one form. One form means 1 represents complement, 0 represents uncomplemented in POS form. So this is 1 1 means B, C are both are in complemented form. So B bar plus C bar. Okay. And next one, third group, it is 5 and 7 cells. In 5 and 7 cells, A is unchanged in one form, 1 is complemented. So A bar plus, in this 5 and 7 cells, the BC combinations are 0 1 and 1 1. 0 1 is changed to 1 1. In this, B is changed to 0 to 1 and C is unchanged, that is 1. 1 is nothing but a complemented form of C. C bar plus, into, because it is POS form, we should write the product of the given prime implicants. The fourth one, it is the adjacent cells of 6 and 7 grouping. In this 6 and 7 grouping, A is common, unchanged in one form means complemented form. So A bar plus, in this BC is changed from 1 1 to 1 0, means B didn't change from 1 but C changed to 1 to 0. So what is the unchanged form of B? That is 1 means complemented, B bar. This is the unchanged form of B. So this is our given reduced expression. This is our reduced expression for a given function. So how we wrote? In the first time, by seeing this expression, we can tell that this is a function of 3 variable. So in the first step, we should draw a 3 variable K-map in POS form, because it represented as a product of max terms. That's why we represented our K-map in a POS form. After that, you should represent the max terms which are presented in the function with zeros in K-map. So we have represented with zeros in K-map. After that, we should check for alone zeros and pair of zeros and quad of zeros and octet of zeros, and we should group them accordingly. So here if you see, this 0 is not adjacent to any other zeros in the given function. It is not adjacent to any other 0. That's why we group it as alone. This 0 is grouped as alone. After that, this 0 is, we can see that it is adjacent to this cell. This 3 and 7 cell are adjacent to each other. That's why we group this as a second prime implicant. And in the next form, this 5 and 7 are looking as adjacent to each other. That's why these two are grouped as third prime implicant. And these two are looking as another adjacent cells. That's why these two are formed as another group. So by producting all these prime implicants will give us the reduced form of a given expression. This is our reduced form of given expression. Now we will move on to the representation of K-map, 4 variable K-map in POS form. The next one is 4 variable K-map representation in POS form. So in the POS form, we will first represent it truth table form. So 4 variable means 2 power 4, that is 16 possible combinations. So the given variables, let's take it as A, B, C, D. Then what are the 16 possible combinations? 0 0 0 0, 0 0 0 1, 0 0 1 0, 0 0 1 1, 0 1 0 0, 0 1 0 1, 0 1 1 0, 0 1 1 1, 1 triple 0, 1 0 0 1, 1 0 1 0, 1 0 1 1, 1 1 0 0, 1 1 0 1 and 4 ones. So these are our 16 possible combinations of inputs. We can represent it in a decimal form as 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. This is our representation of decimal representation of this binary form, and these are corresponding max terms in piecewise form: M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7, M8, M9 up to M15. Now if I want to write any max term in the form of variables, how I can write M6? M6 is nothing but 0, 1, 1, 0. So 0 means A is in uncomplemented form. 1 means the B is in complemented form. 1 again C is in complemented form. D is in uncomplemented form. So M6 I can write as A, B bar, C bar, D. Right? So likewise M9 can be written as A bar, B, C, D bar. So here 0 represents uncomplemented form and 1 represents complemented form. So while writing a 4 variable K-map, let's represent a 4 variable K-map. 4 variable means 16 possible combinations. So for every possible combination you are having a unique cell in K-map. So 16 cells are available in K-map. Zero, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. The corresponding max terms are the possible combination of inputs you can write in the binary form as it is 0, 0, 0, 0, and here in the second cell 0, 0, 0, 1. In the third cell it is 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is our binary representation of a variable combination, input variable combination. We represent the each cell with the max term representation, that is here 0, 0, 0, 0 means M0 and 0, 0, 0, 1 means M1, here M3, M2, M4, 0, 1, 0, 1, M5, here M7 and M6, 1, 1, 0, 0, M12, M13, 1, 1, 1, M15, M14, here 1, 0, 0 means M8, M9, M11 and M10. This is our max term representation of each cell. Now we will represent each cell with the variable combination of ABCD, means the max term representation in terms of variables. Now this term 0, 0, 0, 0 means the A, B, C, D, all the 4 are in uncomplemented form. So how we represent? A plus B plus C plus D. because all the 4 are in uncomplemented form, because all the 4 are zeros here. So all the 4 are uncomplemented form, and it is a max term, that's why all the 4 variables should be added. And M1 means A plus B plus C plus D is 1, means complemented, so D bar. So in the same way 0 0 1 1 means A plus B plus C D are 1 1 means C bar plus D bar. Okay, and 0 0 1 0 A plus B plus C bar plus D. The ones are represented, the corresponding ones are represented as variable complements. So here B place 1 is having 1, means complemented. Here B is complemented, A plus B bar plus C plus D. And the next one 0 1 0 1. So A plus B bar plus C plus D bar. So here A is uncomplemented, B, C, D are complemented, B bar, C bar, D bar. And 0 1 1 0. So A plus B bar, C bar plus D. And 1 1 0 0. A plus A bar plus B bar plus C plus D. Here 1 1 0 1. A plus A bar plus B bar plus C plus D bar. All are ones, means all are complemented. A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D bar. Okay, 1 1 0. A bar plus B bar plus C bar plus D. And the next one 1 0 0 means A bar plus B, C, D are zeros, means uncomplemented, D. Next one A bar plus B plus D is complemented, A bar plus C, B plus C bar plus D bar. And the next one A bar plus B plus C bar plus D. So this comes our variable representation, max term variable representation of every cell. Represented every max terms and those variable combination and also binary combination.